everybody, good morning. This is Jean here, Jean Truelove from Truelove Quilts for you. The Truelove touch of poop struck again. Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water. I'm just checking in this morning to tell you I'm still alive. So many people were concerned because my last video that I put up. I'm not better. I'm a little bit better. I had put up a video. Actually, excuse me. A week ago, 10 days ago. I don't even remember making that video. And I went back and looked at it to tell you guys that I got COVID. Maxwell, our son Maxwell, my husband Ian, and I got COVID. We're tested positive. I got it the worst. I still have it, although I've just tested negative 14 days later. I've just tested negative. So I had made that video to tell you guys, like, oh, you know, I had been making my quilt, and then all of a sudden I hit like a bus. And you must excuse that video that I made, because I made it in my front room, and I'm still a little bit foggy, but I was fevered and foggy. And when I went to upload it, it was only about a 3-minute video. It only uploaded to a minute. I don't know what happened. I didn't upload the whole thing. It was choppy. I don't know what happened. So quite a few of you were like, you know, is Maxwell ill? Is Ian ill? Because it was all choppy. But that was where my brain was then. I was having about 4 days of a high fever, straight. It would not break. As I said, Maxwell, Ian and I have tested positive. Maxwell will be about 3 weeks ago, and he was not very well for about 4 days, and then he got over it pretty much and tested negative. Ian has this, as I do, this upper respiratory thing going, where we have a lot of catarrh and phlegm and are coughing terrible. But as I said, I got it the worst, and it was really, really, really bad, and quite a few people have said, until you get this bad, people don't tell you how bad it is. I tend to have, no, do I tend to? Maybe not tend to, but as you know, in the last 3 years, I've had 3 times acute bronchitis. So my chest is a vulnerable area, and so I'm really having difficulty taking a deep breath, and that's the panicking thing. As I was saying, I had, not to bore you, but I had 4 days of chill and fever, high fever. I have a pulse oximeter, which my heart rate was at resting was like 115, let alone going up the stairs. And I have had zero energy. My pulse now is a little bit better. My oxygen was fine. My blood pressure was low, but with the heart high rate, whatever. I was a mess. I still am a bit of a mess. You can't take a deep breath, and that's very disconcerting. But I think what's not most disconcerting, and not being able to breathe is disconcerting, but I've lost all my sense of smell and my sense of taste. And I want to cry, because I like my food, and I've not been able to eat hardly anything just because I don't have any taste. But Jen, my dear friend Jen, she brought over chicken soup. We've had other friends bring over pho, chicken soup broth. That's about all I can stomach, because I don't taste anything, although I do know it's good. I can use my imagination that this soup is really good. Jen said she put ginger in it and garlic for the congestion, and because it's very difficult for me to take a deep breath at this point. This is about almost about 17 days into this. Really, really nasty. I had everything that you could get. The dizziness, the headache. I'm not headache prone, but boy, oh boy. And everything hurt. My eyebrows hurt. My teeth hurt. And it's really, really nasty. Really nasty. Hopefully we're all on the mend. Called the doctor because I thought, well, maybe I have a secondary infection. I don't know. 10 days out. In 10 days I can go to the doctor. They're overwhelmed. And I'm not ill enough to go to the hospital. But, you must excuse me. But yeah, so, we are okay. We are fully vaxxed. We are double vaccinated. This apparently is the Omicron B5, something like that, variant that, you know, the vaccinations aren't really working against it. A lot of people are getting this variant. I don't know what that means. Fortunately, it's not the death sentence that it was as of 2.5 years ago. So we're very, very blessed. But I'm very, very unwell. So I just wanted to check in on you guys and tell you that. First time I've actually put a top on. I mean, I've been dressed but in nightgowns and just slopping around because I just couldn't be bothered. I'm very blessed to be able to have been able to stay indoors and rest, because just going up the stairs has exhausted me. As I said, Ian is out and about slightly. Maxwell is, and I think you'll be very, very thrilled. On September the 1st, which was Thursday, Maxwell had been looking forward to going on a quadding trip. Now, if you've been watching me, 2 years ago, in September, he went with his brothers on a quad trip down to the Hatfield-McCoy trails in West Virginia. Well, a year ago, they had all planned, but they didn't go. And of course, 1 year ago on September 1st is when the disaster hit our home and we became homeless with a tornado. So he hasn't gone on this quad trip for 2 years. So he was really, really hoping that he would be okay, and he was. He was 99.9%. He just has a slight cough. As I said, I've gotten it worse, of course. But I didn't, but Ian went the other day with all of the boys, got everything loaded up, all of the vehicles. So I will be putting pictures up of that, Maxwell, on his quadding trip. Hopefully you can hear this because the wind is picked up. But anyway, I just wanted to check in on you guys and tell you I'm okay. I'm not 100%. I would only say I'm about 50% at this point. It's really knocked me for a loop. I was telling one of my daughter-in-laws who had called that in 1986, just a quick story because I'm tired. I had gotten meningitis, viral meningitis. It's a long story. Maybe I'll tell you the story longer. I was in hospital for a month with meningitis. I was really ill, and they did think I was going to die. I thought I was going to die at that point. I had contracted meningitis in France, and we had 4 little babies, and I had to be flown home after being in a French hospital for 2 weeks. I had to be flown home on an air ambulance to England. We lived in England, and I was in hospital for 2 more weeks. I was in hospital for a month. I was really ill with meningitis, and this isn't as bad. It's not as bad, but it's up there. This has been really debilitating, and I feel for you people when people say, "Oh, I had COVID, bad." That it's just dreadful, and the brain fog. I'm trying to make more so than usual, trying to put my words together. It's very difficult to concentrate. Very difficult. I suppose, hopefully, each day will get better. Hopefully, I'll get my sense of smell back. People have said that, but others have said they haven't. This long COVID, quite a lot of people will get it and have lingering symptoms. Hopefully, I'm not one of them, but the energy level is not there. So I won't be doing any sewing. I can hardly walk from one chair to another. But I just wanted to say hello and thank you all for your concern. It's so very kind. We are being looked after. The children and our friends have been really kind. I got some lovely cards. Thank you so much. You know who you are. And a lovely present. Thank you so much, Sandra. That was so lovely. I have not answered any of my comments, as you know I do, but I can't even. It wasn't even in my sewing room on my computer for days and days and days and days. But I thought I'm going to try to put this video up so that it's intact, so that you guys know that I'm okay, that we are okay. We are slowly on the mend. Ian sends his love. I'm so glad he's feeling better, although he still has a cough, and at nighttime it's pretty bad. I did have to resort. We don't take any medication. My husband has 1 pill for high blood pressure, which is monitored. I take nothing, but I did the other night have to take a Unisom to go to sleep because I was panicking. I was panicking, a sleep aid. And I did sleep about 10 hours for the first time, because sleep and rest. The one last thing is, people drink lots of fluid, It's really weird. I'm drinking so much water, and apple juice, and not orange juice. I'm drinking tons and tons of water, and it almost feels as if I can't. You know when you drink a glass of water, you're a little bit refreshed. I'm not. It's as if I'm so dehydrated. But I'm not. I'm the most hydrated. It's a very strange sensation. So I'm drinking tons and tons and tons, but it's as if my body has shut down to not be able to absorb the water. I can't explain it. Very strange. The lack of smell, and a fogginess. You must excuse me. I'm all sort of all over the place. Just this fog. Hopefully will lift. So again, I just want to thank you. Thank you so very much for your concern. I did want to tell you that I'm okay. I'm not 100% at all, but I just wanted to check in, and please I always say take care when you've been hit with this. The ones that haven't gotten it too bad, count your blessings, because the ones of us who have gotten this bad, it is very nasty. But I just wanted to say hello to all of you, and to please take care, and thank you for all of your kindness and all of your concern. You're very gracious and very loving to the Trueloves here, and we really appreciate it. So take care, everybody. Keep safe, and yeah, love from the Trueloves. Bye-bye.